I see a major change.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because I know you a lot more than your
Most
so
people.
followers.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah.
Et moi j'ai vu une Florence. Bon, on va pas parler des looks et de manger du.
I think that's part of it though.
Yeah, I feel like all that was the beginning of that. Tu vois? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Moi aussi, je vais pas mettre des mots dessus. Mais your growth was so. C'était so clear. That how do you feel about growing? Do you? I mean, of course, it feels good. Do you feel like you can grow more?
Yeah. I'm not even like 1% in to what I can
God.
become. No, I feel like the more the trip kept going, the more I was becoming truer to myself, and the more I was able to express myself more. I think my expression is one of the ways that I grew a lot in, because I started like, for example, I spent my entire time in the Canary Islands recording a lot of what was happening. But then I never did anything with the recordings. And then one day in my yacht, I actually gathered the courage to start a YouTube channel. First video was horrible. Like it was just bad.
Why it was horrible?
Because I didn't know how to edit videos. I didn't know anything.
Oh, okay, I see.
It was just terrible.
Okay,
yeah, the lighting was terrible. Everything was bad. But
that's probably gonna be me right now.
It doesn't matter. But it's just like I did it. But then I kept growing in that creative field of like making videos and editing and making it look pretty and really true to myself. So I feel like that was like the expression of what I was going through or what I had to share. Even the little motivational videos that I do sometimes
on Instagram.
Yeah, like I didn't used to do that, but like one day I gathered the courage to like just share what I had on my heart, and I feel like that's when I feel my growth the most, when I'm able to express what I feel right here into the world. Like that's also what Global Island Girl came to, like me being able to put into one package that can be witnessed by the world and impact the world into one brand. That's a big step for me, because I feel like I'm often like dispersed. I have so many aspects of who I am, but being able to create a brand for that feels like growth to me, because I'm like, okay, like this is so true to who I am. Like that feels good.
But and that is to want to put that forward is also to help others.
Yeah.
Being able to be as awesome as you. How the life coaching started?
The life coaching started because one of my friends gave me an opportunity to take a training with her.
Okay.
Yeah, and it came like right after I spent like 2 weeks freaking out about my future, because I turned 23 and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing in my life after this year of travel. What am I doing? Freaked out. And as soon as I let go of those fears and just started being open to whatever the universe brought to me, she came in and she was like, hey, would you want to take the training? I was like, hell yes, I want to take that training, because I had thought about life coaching for a while, and I think I kind of played that role a little bit before, like in my way I interact with my friends and anyone that comes across my path. But to actually think of myself like me, a life coach, like wow, like yeah, I can do that. And so that's where it came, and I actually got the tools that I needed to help people even more, because what I often did was like give advice and all that, and that's great when you're doing like a more of a mentoring role. But I love the coaching aspect of like helping people find their own solutions and really activate them.
It's better than just being on the side and like, yeah, you can do it, let's go. It actually brings ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds. Is it fun? Do you like it?
I love it. After I end a session with a client, I just feel so happy, because I'm like, wow, like we started here and now you're here. Like just being able to bring someone, like help raise them, help them really step into their power and use that is just like, I love it. I'm helping others shine, like other people shine. That's my
pretty cool.
Yeah.
T'as déjà eu un student? Have you seen a change in their life?
Oh yeah.
And how do you feel about that? And how you obviously happy that they're obviously shining, but
yeah. I feel like I just got a latest example of like one friend that I gifted with a session with me. We had a session and all that, and right now she just told me like, yeah, actually I'm getting a new job that's more aligned with what I want, blah blah blah.
Right.
And I'm like,
look at you.
We definitely triggered that in the session. Like, I'm not taking the credit for her doing it, but just me creating the space for her to realize like she's not doing what she wants, and get back to that track of like, this is where your heart is taking you. That feels really good. Yeah, and one of my clients, I feel like all of my clients, I love their evolution. It's just like, and when I see that, I'm like, yes, I helped do that. That's awesome.
D'ailleurs, t'es une life coach.
Yeah.
That's it. C'est comme ça que tu te...
I call myself a transformation coach.
Oh, I like that one.
That's even better because I'm like, I'm actually helping people transform into the best versions of themselves.
Ouais, attends, j'ai une petite note là, mais bon, je vais peut-être pas la retrouver. T'avais écrit un autre mot que j'ai... Oh, non. Ok, bon. Transformation coach.
Transformation coach, yes.
Storyteller, world explorer, bon, c'est autre chose, mais bon. Tu offres des cours?
Des cours?
Tu peux dire maintenant verbalement ce que les gens peuvent
pour travailler avec moi?
Ouais.
Yeah, so les gens peuvent travailler avec moi. Can I say it in English? Yeah, so people can work with me one-on-one. So that's, I think, one of the most powerful ways to work with me. So I'm really looking for people that are looking to bring more joy, fulfillment, alignment in their lives, that are other people that are feeling like they're not living their dreams. That's really who I want to work with. And people that are ready to commit to their dreams. So not people that are halfway there, like people that are like, I'm tired of all of this BS that I'm doing.
Just say bullshit.
Yeah. And this is where I want to go, and I want you to be on my team, Flo, to help me get there. And I'll help you do that. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to work with me, I'm so happy to help you on your path to greatness.
And I recommend Florence.
Yeah.
So now that you travel all these islands, does it make you appreciate your island?
Yeah.
And does it make you curious about it?
Yes. Yeah. I actually, one of the things I'm most looking forward to is actually going to explore my own island.
Yeah. Like I said, next island is yours.
Yes, next island is mine. Yeah. Like I actually want to take my time to discover some aspects of my island that I got curious about when going to other islands. Like, especially when it comes to like the tradition and culture, like in Reunion Island and New Caledonia, I kept thinking about, I was like, wow, like what about in Martinique? Like what did we do that could be, because I realized I didn't know much about ballet, about like the traditional dances, traditional songs, like traditional medicine and all of that. Like I kept getting really curious about that, so I'm really excited.
Virapique. Tu connais le Virapique?
Yeah, I know Virapique.
Ok, moi je pense que c'est plus antillais ça. Maybe, I don't even know what's in it, but en Guadeloupe on fait la fête du fruit à pain, la fête du crabe. Tu vois, ça me fait penser à la fête de l'igname, voilà, tu vois. Peut-être qu'il y a autre chose là, oui, au Saint il y a le courbouillon de poisson. Putain, j'espère que je dis pas de conneries.
Courbouillon de poisson?
Courbouillon de poisson, tu connais? Yeah,
that's good.
Voilà.
Yeah, but like I'm really curious about Martinique. I'm just like, wow, like I need to. And also I feel like even though I know my island because I left at 14.
Ouais, t'as eu du temps.
I feel like I didn't have enough time.
Oh, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Ouais.
I feel like I didn't have enough time, and also because whenever I would go back home, I didn't really get into the culture itself. I was more in family time.
Ouais.
So I know the Martinican people and like my people. But the culture aspect is just like, I feel like I'm missing that, and I'm excited to get it.
You feel like you can know more about it.
Yeah. Because sometimes people had questions about it, and I was like, I don't know.
Oh ouais. C'est vrai que tu m'as dit que tu ne connais pas trop ta Martinique.
I feel like I need to know it more.
Which was always like weird to me. Moi, I will picture you as like Martinique can represent to the, tu vois? I mean you are, but il faut savoir d'où tu viens.
Mais je pense que mon parcours, à 10 ans j'étais au pôle, Jeanne.
Ouais.
À 10 ans j'étais au pôle.
Tu penses que ça te coupe du...
Depuis l'âge de 6 ans je joue au basket. Basket. 14 ans je suis partie de la maison.
Ouais. So you didn't have time, let's just say that. You didn't have...
Peut-être que j'avais pas l'envie non plus de découvrir la Martinique, mais là j'en ai envie. Mais après, niveau. Enfin, il y a des trucs que je connais pas encore, tu vois, donc ça me frustre. Il y a plein de parcs, par exemple. Quand j'étais à La Réunion et que j'ai vu comment ils avaient des parcs partout, je me suis dit, on n'a pas ça en Martinique.
Non, ouais.
Mais il y a des forêts. J'ai découvert ça après quand j'ai fait ma recherche. Il y a la forêt, je sais pas quoi, truc de Balata. Enfin, j'ai jamais été dans ces endroits-là.
Je trouve que je connais la Guadeloupe un peu.
I feel like you do.
Ouais.
But I feel like you grew up in that culture. I
Oui,
think my
exactement.
family and everything.
Je pensais à ça aussi.
Yeah.
Ouais.
Even though when I was little, I used to like dance ballet.
Sérieux?
Yeah, but for a very short time.
Oh.
And then I got more into basketball, so that was
Right.
since I was 6. So it was basketball school, family, basketball school. Not so much about the culture. Yep. But yeah, Martinique is next.
Tu vas faire un blog aussi?
I should make some videos.
Oh,
well, let me just say this. S'il y a des personnes en Martinique.
Oh yeah, your retreat. Go ahead, shout it out.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh!
I wasn't going to talk about that. But yes, if anyone wants to come experience Martinique with me, you can come do that this January 4th to 8th. In Martinique, we're going to have a wellness retreat that's all about really nurturing yourself, meditation, yoga, coaching, visioning, culture, traditional dance, all of that. It's going to be amazing.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Franchement, come go to that retreat. I feel like
it's gonna be awesome.
Et en fait, tu sais déjà, bon, je vais encore le répéter, j'adore la Martinique.
Yeah.
Sometimes I love it more than my island. I'm even gonna say that I don't care. So, y'all go explore.
Les Guadeloupéens, vous avez entendu ça?
I don't care.
Oh putain! Excusez-moi.
Non mais, voilà, allez voir la
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And it's gonna be limited spaces. Only 10 people get to come experience with me. So
combien de temps? Combien de jours?
5 days.
5 days.
5 days to relax, take care of yourself, enjoy life. It's gonna be amazing.
Ouais. Anything I'm missing?
Anything you're missing?
Okay, I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about Morea.
Yeah, Morea is magic.
Okay, yeah. I feel like they were, because you will see your pictures on Instagram. I just feel like these were more to the island than just the blue water. How was the...
Yeah.
La Polynésie, c'est ça, right?
Yeah, but I feel like my intention with Morea was very clearly to enjoy how beautiful it was.
Ouais.
I wanted to give myself a month of just relaxing and not just living my best life, because I was living my best life the whole year.
Ouais.
But living my best life in a way that I can like rest and enjoy nature and like the beach and like really take that cliche island life of like the blue water, because that's, even though like I don't like when people just go to islands for just the beach, that's still like a pretty awesome part.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But like I'm still gonna get mad at you if you just go to Martinique or any other island and you just go at the beach and then you're like island life, because that's not the only part about the island life. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with Global Island Girl, is about bringing out the essence of islands, like their island spirit, in a really authentic and powerful way that doesn't stop at the beach. Like I want to go beyond the beach and show you what else is there, right? Because for example, with the hotel that I just recently worked with, like they have a great beach, but like that wasn't the beauty of the experience at the hotel. That's why I wanted to create a video for them that highlighted the most powerful things about this hotel experience, which was the people, the staff. They were amazing, so sweet. Polynesian people in general are really nice, but the people at this hotel were just like, that was what made my experience so good there. So that's why I wanted to highlight that in the video. And then also the restaurant experience is just amazing because it's over the water. You have the mountain looking over you. It was like really awesome way to yeah, it's magical for sure. But yeah, so that's why I feel like with island life, it bothers me if people just stop at the beach. But I'm not gonna like say that the beach is not one of the awesome parts, because it is. Like I love going to the beach, looking good in my swimsuit, like taking pictures, because it's amazing. It's blue water, like it's beautiful.
More than the water, do you feel lucky to like come from an island?
Oh yeah.
You feel proud?
Yeah, I feel like we island people have this special thing inside of us. And I can talk about that for a long time, but like one of them is like this this joy that comes out because we grew up in such a beautiful environment, right? I feel like that's one part of it, and another part is like this capacity to stretch ourselves, because so many times the destiny of an island person is to get out the island. Like so many of us have to get out because we need to go get something else. We need an education, a job. It doesn't matter what it is, but at some point we have to leave our little cocoon. And I think that makes us very strong people too, to be able to leave that comfort zone, right? That's our island. And that's why I think I have a easier time explaining to people why they need to get out of their comfort zone through this imagery of the island, because it's like you are an island yourself. Like your life is an island. Like, are you able to get out of it from time to time to go get what's needed, what you don't have yet? You need to be able to go beyond the horizon and go get something else, and then come back so that you can add it to your island, right? So that's why I feel like island people are special.
Mais tu es quand même l'île, quoi. Tu restes that island.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's a very powerful thing to be an island.
That's why you love island so much.
Yeah. I hope. I'm not done discovering them. There's so many more.
Yeah. I bet, huh? You should take another year trip.
Girl, what do you think I'm planning to do? What do you think I'm planning? Yeah.
Take me with you?
Let's go.
I'm not trying to be in any countries.
Send me your resume. I'll hire you for a global island girl.
Hoje message, jamais bon.
Jamais bon.
Let's go discover candies on the other island. Et tu rigoles?
Ça doit être dope.
Ouais, les different candies. Et natural candies, comme
ouais,
ça forcément.
Oh! There was a good one in Tahiti.
Ah, c'est quoi?
Bonbon coco.
Ouais, c'est comme genre Sika Coco?
It's honey? No, brown sugar, coconut.
Brown sugar, coconut.
C'est ça? Yeah.
Ouais.
C'est genre ça, non? It's like this. Oh, and lime.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I have a video.
Oh, that little pinch. Which ocean was the... I already know the answer to this question, but the prettiest to swim in? Which one?
The Caribbean.
But you didn't do the Caribbean. I'm talking
about
like the
but
island.
I'm just gonna let the world know that the Caribbean has the best oceans. Because
I agree, but the islands though.
Okay.
And you can't say Morea.
Why can't I?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's too obvious. No, but they had the prettiest blue.
What?
Like it was just like blue that was like, is this real? Like kind of blue. But right before I got robbed, I was at the beach, and it was one of the most magical times in my life because I swam. It was a beautiful beach in my yacht, like hidden away, which is why I got robbed because I had to cross a forest. But I swam over the coral reef.
What?
And I recorded it on my GoPro, but my GoPro was gone because I got robbed.
Oh.
It's just like, it was so beautiful. It was magical.
Right.
So that ocean was really nice, in the Indian Ocean. Reunion is alright. It's not that great for the
New Caledonia, how was it?
Oh, Lifu.
Lifu. That's where you did the cartwheel.
Yeah.
Lifu is for cartwheel.
Yeah.
Cartwheel, right?
Yeah.
Lifu.
Lifu, yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. So random, right?
What's Lifu means?
I have no idea.
It probably means something.
It was really awesome there.
Right.
Like, it was really magical. People were so nice. I did hitchhiking the whole time.
Beautiful pictures.
The water was beautiful. It was blue.
What?
Blue. Actually, maybe it was prettier than Morea.
I don't know. I don't remember like that.
I feel like
maybe I can pull up a picture of it.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like Lifu, the water was really pretty, especially when I stayed at in Easo.
What?
That was a village. They welcomed me after I found out I didn't have housing.
What?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Why didn't you have housing? Where is it that? I just want to know.
I didn't have housing because I reserved a spot in a camping because I thought they had tents. but I had to bring my own tent, and I showed up, and they were like, "Where's your tent?" And I was like, "I don't have a tent. Don't you have a tent?" And then they were like, "No, we don't." And I was like, "Okay, so I don't have a house to stay at.
What?
What do I do?"
Well, you didn't know they have a tent. You didn't know they wouldn't provide.
I
you
thought
a
a
tent.
camping. I don't know. I don't know how to do camping, so I just thought they would have a tent. I thought they would have a tent for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Tu
like,
penses qu'ils auraient eu un tent? I'm not trying to blame you, Flo, but I don't know. Je sais pas non plus.
Ouais, low-key dans les autres pays, on sait pas finalement.
Ouais, you're right.
That's kind of
It's like another
embarrassing.
culture. Complete. So.
Okay, sure. Alright.
I fucked up.
Non, mais c'est bon.
But yeah, in a way, I was happy that I did that because then Benoit Bonua hosted me.
Benoit Bonua.
Yeah.
Nice
And
name.
his family, his daughter Wasako, and Wasako had 2 kids, Walua and I don't remember the little boy, his name, but he's on one of my videos. Yeah, that was so fun.
Okay.
I love Lifu. And that was actually my only host family that I stayed at in New Caledonia.
Ouais.
Like in a family setting, because I had my grandma, but she couldn't host me at her house.
Oh.
So I rented a room in someone's house,
Ouais.
but that wasn't like a family setting. That was like a colocation, like a
Ouais, d'accord.
housemate. But that was like the only family that I had, so I got to see the insides of
Ouais.
Kanak families.
And how is it? Is it different? How is the education over there? For example,
I feel
the
like
kids one though. Not.
I feel like the kids are a lot more free. Yeah, probably out of battery.
Ouais.
I feel like the kids are kind of like free to like do whatever. And everybody's just so chill.
Okay.
It's just like it's a village,
Ouais.
so everybody knows each other.
Ouais,
It's family. Like it used to be back home.
Non, mais moi, un exemple que j'ai, c'est celui-ci. Je suis allée hike de Gros Piton.
Yeah.
Et en fait, c'est une communauté qui organise la randonnée.
Mm.
Et donc, le gars me disait que ouais, tout le monde habite dans le
Tout le
même
monde se
village.
connaît,
Effectivement, et il passe à droite à gauche, à lui, ça.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's probably more like
Yeah,
connection. and
yeah,
that's-
it's very intimate.
Ouais.
People's kids go with someone's family.
That's
like
okay.
Yeah. So,
Ouais.
yeah, that part was cool. And the kids just look happy. There's no internet or anything. They're just playing outside. Yeah, actually, that was one of my favorite parts about Lifu. No internet connection.
Woo!
And at some point, I was really obsessed with like working and all of that.
Ah, ouais.
And I went to Lifu and there was no connection, so it forced me to be in the present and be like interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch the sunset. Go to bed at 8 p.m. like
Ouais.
stuff like that. So that was really fun. Yeah.
So in your life coaching, you
Yes.
talk about helping people grow, develop themselves.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to go forward, you think? Why is it important for a person to realize their capacities and be able to grow? Because ones don't want to do that, maybe. Somebody don't want to do that, but why is it so important for somebody to
I feel like
be the best
people that
person?
I feel like people that don't want to do that is because they're so comfortable in like
Doing bullshit?
yeah, or not bullshit, but just satisfied with like the routine and like
Ouais.
what they've been told to do their whole life, and some people are okay with that. I think it's important, like I mentioned, it's just because you have these unique gifts that you can use, and if you're not using them, you're doing a disservice to yourself. Because I think by being really truly aligned with what you value, what you're good at, what you love doing, that's where you're able to create a life that's really fulfilling and makes you feel happy and all of that. So like, I feel like if you're not finding this in alignment, then you're not reaching your full potential and you're not able to live the life that you're meant to be.
You say that's a waste of.
Yeah, it's just a waste.
What?
Like I get really frustrated when I talk to someone and I know that they're capable of so much more and they're not doing it. And that's one of the parts of with life coaching that I have to get used to is like when I do like a session with someone, like I want to help them, and then I realize that they're not ready to commit to their dreams or their happiness. Like, you can't force anyone to do that.
Ouais.
And I had to learn to be okay with that. Be like, okay, like,
Ouais.
give my energy more to people that are more like 100% in and determined to reach their highest potential.
Ouais.
Yeah.
What was flow like back in the days? I'll say not before this trip, because that's
14-year-old flow?
14-year-old flow to 23-year-old flow. What changed? And
Oh, that's almost 10 years.
that's 10 years.
Yeah.
That's 10 years.
So 14-year-old flow was, I guess, 2D, two-dimensional.
Ouais.
School, very good student, and then passionate with basketball.
Ouais.
So there was only 2 avenues where she could express herself. 23-year-old Flo is just like, she does whatever the fuck she wants. Like, she just like, she has multiple passions and she's able to put energy into all the passions.
Ouais.
And I'm not limiting myself to anything anymore. I'm just like, if I want to be a documentary director, I'm going to do that, which is part of one of my plans. Like, I want to create documentaries. Like, I'm going to do that, even though I have no idea how to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
Create documentaries.
Yeah. I have a couple of ideas of documentaries that I want to do, and so that's one of the parts.
I have a documentary I want to do.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you later.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Because I can't shut that out. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
That's exciting. Okay, we'll work on that.
Yeah.
Then 14-year-old Flo was. Oh, I know what. She had a hard time truly connecting with people because
Shy?
No. More like
Invert?
More like independent, but not independent in that way. More like independent, like refusing to really build strong friendships with people because she was hurt so many times before.
Okay, yeah.
As a little girl, especially like having friends that were girls. That's a lot of my history with that. Just like not being able to, and I often ruined friendships like that. I told you about it. Like I ruined friendships because I was like, well, eventually they're gonna like hurt me. So
yeah, that's what hurt them first.
Yeah. So I did that often, and I feel like the past 4 years in college I developed that a lot better, and like I'm able to connect with people a lot more. But this year too is just like, because I was often alone, I had to create. I was able to create connection with people pretty quickly because that was just me and myself, like. And like all the really deep connections I had with all of my sisters or grandmothers or all the people that I met, that was really cool, and that took my friendships to my capacity to build friendships to a new level where I'm able to nurture my friendships a lot more instead of like sabotaging them. Yeah, that's a big one. What do you think?
Well, what do I think?
Yeah.
I already told you.
What do you think? Okay, give me your impression of 14-year-old Flo when she first got to LA.
See, my thing is, I think I don't completely agree with you. I think you were really curious about things. You still are.
Yeah.
But when you say you were able to like talk to people and build friendships, the people that were around you, you were cool with them.
Yeah.
And you had not a lot, but you had a certain amount of people around you.
I always had a lot of people around me, but I didn't feel like I really connected with them.
Okay.
I felt like it was. You know what I would do? I would in my high school, for example, everybody loved me. Like, oh my god, Flo,
yeah, because you're French and you all that.
Because I'm cool, you know.
That too.
But then I would have no problem stop talking to them and like put them to the side and be like, okay.
Now.
And you notice that because sometimes I like would go MIA and not check on you, for example, right?
I remember that.
Well, I did that.
Okay. Probably.
I did that, and that was like one of my ways of like avoiding really connecting with people because
does going to those islands though helped you?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think.
Because like you say, of course you were by yourself, so it's natural to go to somebody when you're alone and you're like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
But the fact that you had to kind of know about where you were, you had to feel comfortable. So by feeling comfortable, you get to listen to people and knowing what they do and
Yeah.
what they're about to
Yeah.
fully
And I feel like
enjoy
also the conversations I would have with the people that I would meet, because I was really interested in their identity, I wouldn't stick to surface level conversations. I would ask them like really deep questions once I built those initial connections.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got close to people very quickly because they were sharing deep stuff with me. Like, so yeah, I think that was one of the elements that made it. And then also I was making more of an effort to nurture my friendships after I left the country. Because I really didn't want to lose those friendships, because I was like those people were so kind to me. Like I want to make sure that I keep in contact with them.
Yeah.
So like
they're worth
checking with them.
Yeah. Okay. How was it to? So if you go to an island, you went to your first island, and you met those cool people, those great people, and you know you have to separate yourself from them. You go to another island and you meet other people. How was it to like always leave the island and knowing you won't see them for maybe a long time? I don't know your plans like that, but you know, was it hard?
It was really hard. Like before leaving every country, like the week before, I would have so much anxiety and just sadness and just like, because one, I would have to get myself in the position of thinking like, oh my god, like I'm about to leave and go to another island. Unknown, I don't know where I'm going, blah blah blah. And then also like, damn, like I was starting to get comfortable with these people, and like these are my people now, and I have to leave them. So like before every time I left at the airport, I was always crying.
What?
I was always crying. Even I thought I wasn't gonna cry in Morea because I didn't meet that many people, but then at the last moment, this guy, Manu, my friend Manu, shout out to Manu, he pulls out a necklace made of shells and gives it to me, and like, and I started crying. I was like, oh.
Ok, mais attends, ce collier d'eau, ça veut dire quoi encore?
Basically, it's like once you have this necklace, like you have to come back. Like, yeah.
You're part of it.
Yeah, you're part of the Finua.
Ouais.
Yeah. So yeah, every time I would leave, I would cry. Because I was like, damn, like this is hard. The worst one I think was in New Caledonia, because I had such a deep connection with the land. Not only the other human beings that were there, like that was super deep too, but the land and the spirits there. I don't think they wanted me to leave. I think they were trying to hold on to me, and then I left. And like I felt exhausted. Like the whole week before, I was just like so anxious, like just not feeling good. And then I left, and I got to Tahiti, and I was just drained. Like I had no energy, so I think that was les vieux, comme ils les appellent. Yeah, that were sad that I left. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's hard to leave. I had to learn how to say goodbye.
Okay, le truc c'est que tu vois ces gens, tu les rencontres pendant un mois quoi. Et no, that's how big like. Not love, but like connection within people can be so powerful.
Humanity.
Just 1 month.
Yeah.
It was so quick. You get to know somebody like that you miss them as you know, that's like that's what I see.
Yeah, it's a really deep human experience, and that's the other part why I don't call myself a tourist. Because when you're a tourist, you don't
seek those things.
Because you're there very quickly too, which is why I love slow travel. Like for example, when I went to Thailand with my mom, I left and I was like, whatever, Thailand. Like I don't really feel connected to it because I stayed very short amount of time. I did all the touristy attractions, and I did not connect with Thai people. Like I had no connection to Thai people or Thai culture, other than what the touristy site wanted to show me. And then I was like, well, like that's why I can't call myself a tourist, because.
You're more than that.
Yeah, I'm seeking deep connection with the place. I'm not there to stay at surface level. I'm not there to go where people want me to go or like what they think is interesting. I'm interested in knowing the place and connecting with the place through its people, places, food, culture, all of it.
How many islands have you been to since you born?
Since I was born?
Yeah.
I think the count is 23.
23 islands.
Yeah.
And countries though?
21.
21.
Yeah.
That's a pretty damn lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
23 islands. You been to St. Lucia?
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk to the people in St. Lucia?
Yeah,
How are
so
they?
nice. My grandma had a best
nice.
friend from St. Lucia.
So nice.
That's why I stayed at her house, and when I was younger, I was like 10, maybe. So nice.
Ouais.
So nice.
Et St. Lucien,
Yeah.
big up.
Yeah.
Big up St. Lucien.
Big up St. Lucia. I just think I discovered the strength of women during this trip. Just like
Ouais.
how they're hit. Like I saw that with my mom, for example, or my grandma.
Ouais.
But seeing it in other cultural contexts made it more obvious. Like how you're able to be a wife and a mother and a woman and a sister and a friend. Like all of these different roles and how awesome they're doing at it, even though it's challenging.
Is there a difference between women on the island and I don't know if I can
other
say that.
countries?
Yeah.
I think every
That's
island
pretty-
was different. Like,
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah. Every island was different.
I don't know what I'm trying to say either.
But the strength of a woman doesn't change no matter what the country is.
Yeah.
Like we're still
Right.
badass. Like, that's all I can say. It's just like being able to, and sometimes being able to be a woman in context that's oppressive.
First of all, you encounter more women than men, right? True, no? C'était pas
Yes, but at the same time, by the end of my trip, it got balanced again. So, for example, in Mayotte, I got hosted by a man first, but then I became very close to his wife or his partner because she just had the baby and I was helping her and all that. But he was the one that hosted me. He was the one that invited me to where I'm staying. And then by the end of my trip in Tahiti, for example, I got to hang out with old men. That was really interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like after my yacht,
Exactly.
I had a lot of trauma
Yeah.
around men.
Were you able to reconcile with men?
Yeah, I
Like
wasn't.
you used the word.
Yeah, right now I feel like I'm a more peaceful and loving state towards men than I was before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because like I had my friend Manu who hosted me and like showed me around, we hung out, and that was really fun. And then I had this one friend that I met 2 days before I left. His name is Teba. He's this really cool entrepreneur from Tahiti doing a lot of amazing stuff, and we're gonna work on different projects together.
Ouais.
Who gifted me with a whale watching thing.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, this guy. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, so that was really cool because that's the thing with me and like my vision of men is like I'm really sensitive when it comes to like men acting towards me in a sexually oppressive way, or in my yacht it wasn't sexual. It could have been. I feared that I was gonna get raped there, but like there it was more like violence towards women. Like if we had been with men, that would have been happening in my yacht. So that's why when it comes to men, like I feel like I just get really mad and angry when it becomes like an oppression from a man to a woman.
Do men respect women over there? How
In other countries that I went to?
Yeah, the islands we went to. How is the woman? Because kind of what I was trying to say. How are the women's views seen? Are they respected? All that. Okay.
I feel like, for example, in New Caledonia, in Kanak culture, women used to be sacred. Like you do not disrespect a woman.
Okay, good.
Right now, it's shifting a bit.
Okay.
And I think that a lot of times, I don't want to blame everything on it, but a lot of times it has to do with colonization because European standards come in and like especially Christianity in the way that people transformed it is really oppressive towards women.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like now like that influenced a little bit because the way that people describe it to me in Kanak culture, women used to be sacred. Like sacred, you don't disrespect your mother, your sister, and all of that. And now it's turning into something a little bit different.
Le Kanak, c'est mon corps.
Like I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's a little violence to deal with.
Non, mais j'allais te dire, parce que si c'était sur Mayotte, je vais te dire, franchement, ça va vraiment changer, quoi, parce que if it was secret, why would you attack 3 women, tu vois?
Well, in Mayotte, I got attacked by migrants that were undocumented.
Oh.
Not Mayans.
Oh, okay. That kind of
So
challenge.
those are the people that are so hungry
Right.
that they will do anything.
Right.
And that's why they attack
Oh,
me.
oh.
So that's why I had a lot of compassion for them. Because I was like, hey, I'm not gonna excuse what you did, but I did.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like in most cultures, women used to have this sacred space, this sacred
As you should.
role. Yeah, because we're literally like giving life. Like, what else do you need? But now it's shifting, and like, but I think there's also this movement to bring that back and reconcile it too. And that's why I feel right now I feel much happier that I had those positive experiences with men by the end of my trip.
What?
Because it balanced it out again. Because I don't want to be hostile
What?
towards men. That's not what I want.
You know,
Especially
and you
because I
can't.
have
It'd be
some-
hard to be like that.
Exactly. Especially because I have great models of men in my life. Like with my partner, my big brother, my dad. They're not perfect. None of them are perfect, but they're good. I think they have more healthy masculinity than most men.
Right.
So that's why I don't want to have this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. But I'm glad you were able to bounce back from that.
Yeah.
Moi j'ai vu ça aussi. Moi, je pense que tu es une life coach because you experience so much, so many little things
Yeah.
that actually help you being that.
Yeah.
One of those is the maillot, right?
Yeah.
To me, it makes sense to
Yeah, I think
go
it
in
does.
that way.
Yeah. I think I'm someone that has a very interesting life journey, very
Yeah.
different. And what I do love about myself is that I go after what I want and my dreams. And as a life coach, that helps me to get other people to do that.
Right.
Because I've done it myself. I'm not sitting there telling you, go get your dreams, do what you want to do,
You
and
help
not
with
doing
that.
it myself.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like,
You gotta be an example.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna, even though it looks a bit hard right now, like the path that I'm choosing, for example, instead of going to get a job, creating my own thing, it's not the conventional way of doing it. It's not the easy way of doing it. I could easily get hired, but I'm not doing that because that's not what my heart is telling me to do.
I heard that.